Buckle up, because the automotive world is buzzing with one of the most heated matchups of the year, the 2025 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT 63 SE Performance versus the all-new 2025 Porsche Panamera Turbo E-Hybrid. This isn't just a face-off between two luxury sedans, it's a battle for dominance in the rarefied air of high-performance, high-steel four-door titans. Both brands have a long history of turning heads and breaking records, but this time the stakes feel higher. Mercedes is rolling in with brute force wrapped in elegance, while Porsche is counterpunching with surgical precision and futuristic flair. For enthusiasts, this isn't just a comparison, it's a showdown that will be remembered for years. From the first moment you see the AMG GT 63 SE Performance, it practically growls at you. The Panamera grille sits wide and low, framed by sleek digital light headlamps that look like they were designed by a sci-fi artist with a vendetta against the ordinary. Its stance is aggressive without being flashy, the kind of presence that makes other cars instinctively move out of the fast lane. Porsche's Panamera Turbo E-Hybrid, on the other hand, opts for a more understated flex. Its lines are smoother, almost deceptively calm, but every curve is honed to slice through air at ridiculous speeds. It's like the difference between a heavyweight boxer staring you down before the bell and a trained assassin who doesn't need to announce they're dangerous. Under the hood, Mercedes goes for pure muscle. The GT 63 SE Performance packs a handcrafted 4-liter twin-turbo V8 paired with an electric motor, delivering a jaw-dropping 831 horsepower. That's right, this sedan has more power than some supercars, and it's ready to launch you from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. The instant torque from the electric motor combined with the ferocious roar of the V8 creates an acceleration experience that feels almost unfair to the laws of physics. Porsche's Panamera Turbo E-Hybrid isn't backing down, though. Its twin-turbo 4-liter V8 with electric assistance puts out 670 horsepower, slightly less than the Mercedes, but still enough to embarrass most of the cars on the road. The Panamera hits 60 miles in about 3 seconds, and while it's a hair slower on paper, in real-world driving, it delivers a more balanced, controlled surge. On the open road, these two sedans reveal their distinct personalities. The AMG is a beast, raw, unapologetic, and ready to rip through asphalt with relentless aggression. It's the car you take when you want to make an entrance and leave an echo of thunder behind you. The Porsche is more refined in its attack, with steering that feels almost telepathic and a suspension that dances between comfort and control. In corners, the Panamera's chassis, tuning, and adaptive air suspension make it feel smaller than it is, carving curves with the elegance of a figure skater holding a razor. The AMG, while not quite as light on its feet, counters with the kind of brutal corner exit power that turns every straightaway into a launch strip. Inside, Mercedes wraps you in an opulent cockpit that feels more like a private jet than a sedan. The massive MBUX hyperscreen stretches across the dashboard, serving up navigation, entertainment, and vehicle data with almost intimidating clarity. The materials are top-shelf, Nappa leather, carbon fiber, and brushed aluminum, stitched together with an attention to detail that borders on obsessive. Porsche's interior approach is slightly different, minimalist but exquisitely crafted. The Panamera's cabin is driver-soak-focused, with a central tachometer that's a nod to Porsche's racing heritage, and a cleaner layout that trades some of Mercedes' visual drama for a timeless, functional elegance. And let's talk about sound. The AMG's exhaust note is a deep, guttural symphony that makes you want to downshift just to hear it again. Even in hybrid mode, it finds ways to remind you it's still a raging V8 at heart. Porsche, ever the strategist, offers a soundtrack that's less about brute volume and more about precision tuning, a higher-pitched, mechanical snarl that crescendos as the revs climb. For some, the AMG's bombastic roar is the ultimate thrill. For others, the Porsche's engineered melody is the sign of a refined predator. Then, there's the hybrid tech. Mercedes uses its electric motor like a performance enhancer, a burst of speed when you need it most, making an already fast car feel almost supernatural. Porsche integrates its electric side more seamlessly, allowing for smoother transitions between modes, and impressively quiet EV-only cruising for short distances. If your daily drive involves creeping through city traffic before hitting the highway, the Panamera makes the shift from calm to chaos feel effortless. The AMG, meanwhile, is always a bit keyed up, like it's daring you to floor it at every green light. Price-wise, neither of these machines is for the faint of wallet. The AMG GT 63 SE Performance starts at around $180,000, and that's before you start adding bespoke options that could push it well past the $200 K mark. The Panamera Turbo E-Hybrid is a touch more affordable at around $170,000, but Porsche's infamous options list means you could easily match the AMG's price tag if you start checking too many boxes. And yet, for the target buyers of these sedans, the conversation isn't really about cost, it's about character. Here's the truth. If you want the loudest, wildest, most unapologetically aggressive sedan on the road, the Mercedes is your weapon of choice. It's a statement piece, a rolling declaration that you didn't just come to play, you came to dominate. If you prefer a more surgical kind of speed, where control and precision are just as intoxicating as raw acceleration, the Porsche might be your soulmate. Both are breathtaking in their own ways, and neither will leave you feeling like you settled. So, which one wins? That depends on the driver. Are you the kind of person who wants every trip to feel like a blockbuster movie trailer, where the soundtrack is your own exhaust and the scenery blurs in a rush of adrenaline? Or are you the strategist who values the art of the overtake, the perfect corner, the quiet satisfaction of knowing you could go faster but chose to wait for the perfect moment? One thing's for certain, in 2025, the battle for high-performance luxury sedan supremacy is closer than ever, and whether you're Team AMG or Team Porsche, you're witnessing an era where hybrid technology isn't about saving fuel, it's about rewriting the rules of speed, style, and status. This is more than a comparison. It's a declaration that the future of performance cars is here, and it's faster, smarter, and more beautiful than we ever imagined. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the ultimate sedan showdown, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more head-to-head battles, exclusive car breakdowns, and insider looks into the machines that are redefining the road. The next showdown is already brewing, and you won't want to miss it.